The drywall contractors just took off for lunch. They popped in here about 10 or so this morning. They finished hanging the laundry room, the guest bath, the main closet, and then the main bath. I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the Smart Woodshop, the Paulk Smart Bench, Smart Station. If you want to get a detailed set of plans to build any of these for yourself, as well as all of the accessories that work with the Paulk Smart system, there's a link in the description of this video down below. I had the drywallers leave this section out. I'm going to cut out, this is a hose bib. I'm going to cut out the back side of the cabinet right there and put a little removable panel inside the cabinet. I want access to that in case we have a problem. Here we removed that old medicine cabinet. We were going to do a nice row burn or Kohler in the wall with power and everything, but I couldn't get one in time and just decided that we're going to have enough storage. In the two bedrooms, they had this was not as much as the other one, but the texture we didn't really want. So and then popcorn on the ceilings. This popcorn they tried to scrape in both bedrooms, and it wouldn't scrape. It's been painted too much, so we're skimming it instead. So we're going to smooth it out in the texture. And then this area in here, at one time, had a water leak, so they stripped the tape and exposed everything, figured out what was bad, cut that out, and they put up new board. So that's kind of nice. And then there was some bad seams, so they pulled all the tape down, and then they retaped all the upper corners. There's a piece of trim there. Today's an exciting day. We're going to paint the walls. It may not sound like a big deal of just putting a little paint on the walls and on the ceilings, but for us, it is a major point. We've been living here now for close to 2 months, under construction, all except the first 4 days here. Lots of dust, lots of subcontractors in and out. And now we're at the point that we are getting close. We shouldn't have anybody else in the house except for maybe the electricians to do a little bit for us when we do the power change. So now we can get it painted. The interior doors and trim should arrive within about a week. I can get that up. And then we can start putting our furniture in here and start feeling like it's home. And this is about 40 to 50% of the house. So out to the end of the hallway will be done. The bathrooms are already done, which has been great, except no doors on them because of the fact that we're waiting on the doors to arrive. Paint today, I'm going to be putting on the coveralls, breaking out the rollers, the brush, and doing this all manually. Yesterday, I got out my paint pump, my Graco 450 ST that I have painted a lot of houses with. And I wanted to just get it set up and ready to go today. And it's all rusted out inside. I've always taken really good care of it, always stored it with the hose attached with the wash in it, and it loaded up so that every time I'd pull it out, I'd cycle out that and it was ready to go. Well, as it turns out, storing it for 5 years and not pulling it out is not a great idea. The fluid in it, of course, evaporated. It's all rusted out inside. I've tried to pull it apart and see if I could, there's a little ball and seal in there that is probably jammed up. It is just to the point that I need to take it in and have it serviced. But I decided that, one, I want to paint today. That's going to take a little time to do. And also, it's an old pump. Like I said, it's at least 25 years old, maybe older. It's probably paid for itself. So I'll probably find some place to get it to where they can use the parts or maybe rebuild it for themselves. And if I need a pump for a bigger job, I think at this point, since I'm not doing it as frequently, I'm just going to rent. But I checked on the rentals here, and it'd be about $100 to rent one for the day. But it's about 25-minute drive from here is the closest rental. So that'd be an hour plus the time they're getting it checked out. I'd also have to mask a bit more. And because it's only 2 bedrooms in the hallway, it will take longer to actually paint. But if I factor in all of the peripheral things, renting the pump, cleaning the pump up, returning it, the extra masking, then I probably am about break even on time. Not only is my airless down for the count, My back roller is broken as well. My lovely wife, Chris, stumbled about 4 days ago on our morning walk and put her arm out to catch her fall and broke her humerus vertically and horizontally right near the socket. The good news is she doesn't have to have a cast and there is no surgery. It's just time and healing. All she needs to do is wear the sling, which is left over from a fall she had about a year ago off the bike. All of her injuries are athletic because it's from falling when she's running, walking, biking. For me, it's tough because she gets about 5 times as much done as I do every day. I'm able to go and get things done because she takes care of a lot of the things and getting what I need and picking up a lot of the details. So it's going to slow the remodel down quite a bit, but she's in good spirits. The painting is done. Even though I did it manually with a roller, it took 5 hours, and that includes cleaning up everything as well. So if I'd have done it with a sprayer, cleaned the sprayer, the extra masking, I probably would have saved maybe an hour. So it took me maybe an extra hour to roll it. Also, I like the coat that you get with the sprayer. I feel like that maybe I get a little bit more, but with the roller, I went through 5 gallons in this bedroom, the other bedroom, in the hallway. So that's kind of what I had estimated with the sprayer. So no shortage of paint. And the paint that we're using is that super paint from Sherwin-Williams. Really nice product. It is a primer and a paint in one. It doesn't mean you get away with one coat. I still found that 2 coats was necessary. The drywall's all been refreshed now. We got rid of the popcorn, all that heavy texture, the varying textures. All the way, this half the house is now done and painted. So you can just take a look. It's just so fresh and nice looking. Still have more to do. I've got to put the floor down. I've got to put in the trim. I've already started putting one new window. This is one of the impact windows for hurricane stuff. I've got all the windows for the house and I have permits. It's just I haven't gotten to them yet. So this one's one of the old windows. What a difference. You can really hear it between those high impact windows and the normal windows. This one I might hold off on a little bit anyway because I'm going to have a company come and give me a price to put in a 6-foot slider or a French door here. We're going to see because there's pool potential outside here. And I think that would look good. We've got closet packages coming for the 2 closets. And the doors are on their way. I should have them next week, and the trim as well. So I've got all that to do. The flooring, we're not sure what we're going to do yet. We're talking about a 2-part epoxy. We're talking about luxury vinyl. But we're also going to remodel the rest of the house and we want a continuous floor. So we may be just putting area rugs down and living with this for a while. So I'll probably go ahead and base this because I don't want to live without base. And then I'll just shoe mold up to it at that time that we put in the flooring. So today was a busy day. I was bummed that my sprayer was down, but it turned out great and I am excited. Chris loves it. She's happy. Feels like, we've been in this house 7, almost 8 weeks and we made a lot of progress. It feels like 2 years, but when we look at the calendar, shoot, we've got all new plumbing. We've got 2 brand new bathrooms that are pretty much finished. I still have to put the doors on and trim like everything else, but they're certainly usable. And the closets and everything, got the packages to put in. So we're down to like trim down on this end, finished flooring and trim. Again, the air conditioning is on this end and that's all been replaced. And the drywall is all effectively new. We either replaced the stuff that needed to be replaced, retaped, and then skimmed and just got it back to normal. Going forward, we have the rest of the house to do. Now this, you can see it all here. This is the rest of the house. We haven't done anything here but put in some new lights and new fans and things, which we're going to keep when we do the remodel. But we're going to take down these walls. We're going to cut out some concrete floor here and pour some new down lower. Got a step to get rid of. That green room or sunroom, we're going to completely raise it and replace it with the floor raised up, so we'll have a nice big open space there. But what we're going to do when we start from this corner here, including the ceilings and all the walls, we're going to take it down to studs. We should have done that in the back. I don't think we saved any money by piecing our way through it. It just made it a lot harder. So when we go forward, we're going to just take it down to bare studs. We'll have access to all the electric instead of crawling to do the electric. And I just think all in all, it's going to make it a lot nicer. We're gonna clean the attic anyway. So we'll pull this down. We'll be able to clean this from down here. And then we'll only have the about 40 to 50%. We'll vacuum that out and decontaminate it, get it, all the detritus out of there. And then once we put it all back, we'll put R38 blown in with the bats, the baffles that come up from the eaves, so we get a nice R38 but still have our airflow. So it's pretty exciting. The next phase after we finish up all of this stuff is to tear down the garage. Got to design it and design and build a new one. So that's probably, again, once we finish this in and it's livable and we can relax, put a sofa and table and stuff in this part of the house so we can sit down and enjoy life. Then we're going to start, putting the house plans, in SketchUp and start designing and get back on track. If you're enjoying these videos, if you're getting anything out of them and you'd like to support our efforts here, there's a number of ways you can do it. The number one way, of course, is by purchasing any of the Paulk Smart plans. You can also check out our t-shirts and mugs. I particularly like this brand new design with the Smart Wood Shop, surfboards under the palm tree. Makes me feel really good, like the old Volkswagen van days. There's also a thanks button that YouTube has added down below where you can just go and contribute a little bit. And of course that comes to us and it helps us to continue to produce these videos. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.